The Drakensberg or Dragon's Mountains, also referred to as Ohalamba in Zulu and Maluti in Soto, is a basalt and quartzite type of rock in the eastern portion of the Great Escarpment, which encloses the central southern African plateau. The Great Escarpment reaches its greatest elevation, that is 2,000 to 3,482 meters, within the border region of South Africa and Lesotho. The Drakensberg group was formed approximately 182 million years ago during the early Jurassic period. Drakensberg in KwaZulu-Natal is the highest mountain range in southern Africa and was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2000. It is famous for its hiking routes with trails for all abilities. The Drakensberg Escarpment stretches for more than 1,000 kilometers from the Eastern Cape Province in the south, then successively forms in order from south to north the border between Lesotho and the Eastern Cape and the border between Lesotho and KwaZulu-Natal Province. Thereafter, it forms the border between KwaZulu-Natal and the Free State, and next as the border between KwaZulu-Natal and Mpumalanga Province, among other areas where it forms borders with other provinces. The high treeless peaks of the Drakensberg from 2,500 meters upward have been described by the Worldwide Fund for Nature as the Drakensberg Ultramontane Grasslands and Woodlands ecoregion. These steep slopes are the most southerly high mountains in Africa, and being farther from the equator, provide cooler habitats at lower elevations than most mountain ranges on the continent. The grassy lower slopes from 1,800 to 2,500 meters of the Drakensberg in Eswatini, South Africa, and Lesotho constitute the Drakensberg montane grasslands, woodlands, and forests ecoregion. These mountains also have the world's second highest waterfall, the Tugela Falls, a complex of seasonal waterfalls which has a total drop of 947 meters. Yet another reason for tourists to visit the Drakensberg Mountains. At the right time of the year, the falls are easily visible from the main road into the park, especially after a heavy rain. In terms of flora, the mountains are rich in plant life, including a large number of species listed in the Red Data Book of Threatened Plants, with 119 species listed as globally endangered, and of the 2,153 plant species in the park, 98 are endemic or near endemic. Fauna-wise, the endangered Cape vulture and the lesser kestrel are two of the birds of prey that hunt in the mountain's high peaks. Mammals include eland and mountain reedbug. The lower slope is home to large herds of grazing fauna and antelopes such as eland, mountain reedbug, as well as chacma baboons, among others. Indeed, the eland antelopes have a history of showing their resistance, as each year they climb the mountain from its lower slope to its highest peak, defying the threat of predators, and coming down at different periods of the year in search of greener pastures. No wonder paintings by the San Bushman in caves in the mountains contain much of those of eland antelopes, which are said to have been there for between 40,000 to 100,000 years. Tourism in the Drakensberg is developing, with a variety of hiking trails, hotels, and resorts appearing on the slopes. Most of the higher South African parts of the range have been designated as game reserve or wilderness areas. The park also is in the list of wetlands of international importance. The Royal Natal National Park, which contains some of the higher peaks, is part of this large park complex. For tourists who visit the Drakensberg Mountains, They are in a place to engage in a number of activities which include adventure activities such as big swim canopy tours, cycle tours, flying trapeze, guided hiking, and heli mountain biking. Be part of the adventure. Visit the Drakensberg Mountains, engage in hiking and other adventure activities in one of the most beautiful mountains in the world.